Fat FIRE is the version of retirement you see in the movies. It's not about just getting by. It's about having more than enough money to do whatever you want, whenever you want, without ever checking a price tag again. This is the big, shiny goal many secretly dream of. It represents ultimate comfort, luxury, and freedom from financial stress. It's the ability to say yes to almost anything. First-class travel, 5-star restaurants, generous gifts for family, best healthcare money can buy. For many, this is the ultimate prize at the end of a long career. So, let's be clear. Fat FIRE stands for financial independence, retire early with a fat nest egg. It's not about pinching pennies. It's the opposite. A deliberate plan to accumulate enough wealth to support a high-spending lifestyle indefinitely. People aiming for this want to maintain or upgrade their standard of living, travel extensively, support family financially, live in a beautiful home in an expensive city, never worry about a surprise medical bill. It sounds incredible, and it is, but very few actually achieve it. The reason is not a mystery. The path to Fat FIRE is demanding and long. It requires superhuman discipline, high-income, aggressive saving for decades. It is a marathon, not a sprint. A marathon run at a sprinter's pace. The numbers are astronomical compared to a normal plan. $1 million, $2 million. Fat FIRE targets often start at $5 million, $10 million or more. This is a different financial universe requiring a different strategy and mindset. The allure is powerful. Who wouldn't want zero financial constraints? The promise is buying back your time for experiences, comfort, and generosity. This is the ultimate rich life. But first, understand the brutal math behind it. The numbers grow faster than you think. The sacrifices are often much larger than people realize. The reason the numbers for Fat FIRE get so huge, so fast, is a combination of two powerful forces: simple multiplication and a sneaky psychological trap called lifestyle creep. People consistently underestimate how quickly small, recurring expenses balloon into massive long-term savings goals. We tend to think about costs in terms of monthly payments, like a car lease or a subscription service. But when you're planning for a lifetime of retirement, you must think in terms of the total capital required to fund that spending forever. This mental shift is where the sticker shock of Fat FIRE begins. Let's talk about lifestyle creep. This is the silent killer of big financial goals. It happens to almost everyone who starts earning more money. You get a raise. You think, I deserve a nicer car. Or you land a big promotion. Suddenly your small apartment feels cramped. So you upgrade to a bigger one with higher rent. You start dining at more expensive restaurants, buying designer clothes, taking more lavish vacations. Each decision feels small and justified. You earned it, right? But each upgrade becomes your new baseline, your new normal. Your spending creeps up, slowly but surely, eating away at potential savings. This gradual increase directly inflates your retirement number. If your lifestyle costs grow by $1,000 a month, that doesn't just mean earning $12,000 more a year now. It means saving a massive chunk to fund that $12,000 every year for life. This is how people work high-paying jobs for 30 years and still feel behind. Their goals keep moving away as spending rises to meet income. They're on a financial treadmill, working harder just to stay in place. Another factor, luxury goods and services are hit harder by inflation. Basic groceries might rise sucker 3% a year. Premium travel increases faster. High-end healthcare increases faster. Exclusive club memberships increase faster. If your plan is built around luxury experiences, account for this. Higher planned spending means more exposure to luxury inflation. That exposure can add hundreds of thousands, or even millions, to your target. The math is relentless. Here is the most important piece of math you need to understand about financial independence. It's a simple rule of thumb that makes the true cost of your spending habits painfully clear. For every extra dollar you want to spend each year in retirement, you need to have an additional $25 saved in your investment portfolio. This isn't some made-up number. It comes directly from the 4% safe withdrawal rate, a common guideline used by financial planners. The rule states that you can safely withdraw 4% of your portfolio's value each year without running out of money. Flip that math around. To generate $1 of income, you need $25 invested. This rule is a powerful mental tool. It forces you to connect your daily spending choices directly to your long-term savings goal. Suddenly, that daily $5 latte isn't just $5. If you want to keep that habit in retirement, that $5 per day adds up to about $1,825 per year. Using the 1 to 25 rule, you would need an extra $45,625 in your retirement fund just to pay for your daily coffee. Does that coffee taste as good when you know it cost you over $45,000 in savings? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But this framework forces you to make a conscious decision instead of spending on autopilot. Let's scale this up to see how quickly the numbers get out of control. Say you decide you want a nicer car in retirement, one with a lease payment that's $500 more per month than your current one. That's an extra $6,000 per year in spending. To fund that car for the rest of your life, you need to add an additional $150,000 to your savings target, $6,000 times 25. That single decision to upgrade your car just pushed your retirement date back by months or even years. This is how the dream of Fat Fire can become a prison of endless work. Every small luxury you add to your desired retirement lifestyle comes with a shockingly large price tag in terms of required capital. This simple rule helps you see the world differently. You start to see every recurring expense not as a small monthly fee, but as a massive lump sum of money you are committing to save. That $200 a month deluxe cable package with all the sports channels? That's $2,400 a year, which means you need $60,000 in your portfolio to fund it forever. Is it worth it? The 1 to 25 rule doesn't tell you what to do. It simply reveals the true cost of your choices. It empowers you to decide, with your eyes wide open, what kind of rich life you truly want and what you're willing to pay for it. Let's move away from abstract numbers and look at how these small choices play out in real life. Numbers can feel cold and distant, but the feeling of being trapped in a job you dislike for 5 extra years is very real. Think about eating out for lunch every workday. A $15 lunch doesn't seem like a big deal. Over a year, that's roughly $3,900. Funding that habit in retirement requires about $97,500. Packing your lunch looks like a strategic move that could buy a year of freedom sooner. Consider a couple upgrading their lifestyle over a decade. They move to a nicer apartment, plus $500 a month. They buy a new car, plus $400 a month. They join a fancy gym, $150 a month. They add one extra international vacation a year, about $6,000, or $500 a month. That's $1,550 more per month, $18,600 a year. To sustain that in retirement, they need about $465,000 more. This is lifestyle creep. Small choices adding up to years of delayed retirement. These changes often happen so gradually people don't notice until they do the math. They may feel like they're working harder but getting nowhere. Their finish line is moving farther away with every upgrade. This isn't a moral judgment. Wanting nice things is fine, but be brutally honest about the cost. Every dollar spent on a luxury is a dollar you can't invest, and it's a dollar you may need to fund for the rest of your life. Focus on the big wins. A $5 latte won't break your retirement, but a $500 car payment, a $1,000 rent increase, or a $50,000 a year private school will change your timeline. Of course, this incredible level of financial freedom doesn't come for free. The pursuit of Fat Fire has a significant and often hidden price tag. The most obvious cost is time. To accumulate the massive sums of money required, most people have to work in high-paying, high-stress careers for many, many years. This often means working 60-hour weeks, 70-hour weeks, even 80-hour weeks. It means sacrificing weekends, missing family dinners, being tethered to your email on vacation. You are trading your most valuable, non-renewable resource, your time. In your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, for the promise of more money later. This intense, prolonged work often comes with a high level of stress. High-paying jobs in fields like finance, law, tech, medicine. They come with immense pressure, tight deadlines, cutthroat competition. This chronic stress can take a serious toll on your physical and mental health. It can lead to anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, other serious health issues. The irony, many chase fat FIRE to buy better healthcare later, but the chase can wreck your health now. It's a dangerous bargain to make. The risk of burnout is incredibly high. The human mind and body aren't built to run at max for decades. Many people find themselves exhausted and disillusioned after 10 years, after 15 years. They've sacrificed relationships, hobbies, their well-being for a number on a screen. Some change course to a more modest lean FIRE or barista FIRE. That shift often carries a sense of failure, even though it's rational. The relentless pursuit of more can leave you feeling empty. Every luxury you add costs you years of your life. That dream of a vacation home in a ski town, it might cost you an extra 3 years of work. Want to fly business class everywhere? That could be another 2 years. Each desire pushes your freedom date further into the future. Ask yourself, are these comforts worth extra years in a stressful job, away from family and passions? The price of luxury is often measured not in dollars, but in years of your life. Ultimately, the decision to pursue fat FIRE is a deeply personal one, and it requires a brutally honest assessment of your values. There is no right or wrong answer. Make a conscious choice, don't drift into it because it seems like what successful people do. Sit down and weigh the trade-offs. Ask yourself the hard questions. What is more valuable to you right now? More time, more money? Are you willing to sacrifice your weekends, your evenings for the next 20 years for a more luxurious life in your 60s? Think about the middle ground. The community often presents a false choice. Lean FIRE, fat FIRE, but there's a huge spectrum in between. Aim for a comfortable retirement that allows travel hobbies without needing 10 million. Consider a phased retirement downshift from high stress to part-time consulting in your 50s. That can give more free time while still bringing in income to ease portfolio pressure. Define your rich life in vivid detail. Don't just say, I want to travel more. Where do you want to go? How often? Who will you go with? How will you fly? Don't just say, I want to help my family. How, specifically? Pay for your parents' mortgage or fly them out once a year. Getting specific forces you to calculate the actual cost. You might find your ideal life is much less expensive than the fat FIRE label suggests and closer within reach. Revisit your plan regularly. Your values may change over time. The 25-year-old version of you might be very different from the 45-year-old version who values time with teenage children. It's not failure to adjust your goals, it's wisdom. Your financial plan should serve your life, not the other way around. Don't stay locked into a decade-old goal and sacrifice the life you want today. Let's be perfectly clear. There is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to achieve fat FIRE. It is a valid and admirable life goal. For people who genuinely love their high-powered careers, who thrive on the challenge and the pressure, who want to build a massive financial safety net for themselves and their families, fat FIRE can be a perfect fit. There is immense dignity and satisfaction in setting a huge goal, creating a plan, executing it over many years. It is a testament to discipline, focus, long-term thinking, qualities that should be celebrated. The goal is not the problem. The problem arises when people pursue fat FIRE for the wrong reasons, because of social pressure, a desire to keep up with the Joneses, an unexamined belief that more money will automatically lead to more happiness. If you are sacrificing your health, your relationships, and your present-day happiness for a future you haven't clearly defined, you are on a dangerous path. The money is just a tool. It's a means to an end. If you lose sight of what that end is, you can end up with a lot of money, but a life you don't enjoy. It's also important to recognize that for some people, the security that comes with a very large nest egg is paramount. If you have experienced financial instability in your past, if you have a deep-seated fear of running out of money, aiming for a fat FIRE number might be the only way you can ever truly relax and feel secure. In this case, the extra years of work might be a price you are gladly willing to pay for a lifetime of psychological peace. The goal is to make sure you are making this choice consciously, understanding both what you are gaining and what you are giving up. So, if FatFire aligns with your authentic values, your career ambitions, your vision for a rich life, then you should go for it with everything you have. Build a spreadsheet, automate your savings, and track your progress, but do it with your eyes open. Understand the math, acknowledge the trade-offs, and most importantly, build a life you enjoy along the way. The journey is just as important as the destination. Don't wake up at 65 with millions in the bank, but a lifetime of regret. If you decide to chase the ambitious goal of FatFire, you must proceed with a clear and deliberate plan. The first step is to master the math. Internalize the 1 to 25 rule and use it to scrutinize every new recurring expense you consider adding to your life. Watch carefully how small, seemingly insignificant spending habits can add hundreds of thousands of dollars to your savings target and years to your career. Don't let lifestyle creep silently steal your future. Be the one in control of your spending, not the other way around. Next, you must constantly ask yourself if the trade-offs are worth it. Is the extra comfort that a luxury provides worth the extra months or years of work required to fund it? This is a continuous negotiation you must have with yourself. Keep your health mental. Keep your health physical and your relationships at the center of this conversation. No amount of money can buy back the years you lose to burnout or the connections you lose to neglect. Your wealth is not just the number in your bank account, it's the quality of your health, your relationships, and your time. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that your life will magically begin once you hit your FatFire number. A rich life is built every single day. Find ways to incorporate joy, meaning, and connection into your life now, even as you are working hard toward your long-term goals. If you are miserable for 30 years on the journey, you will likely be miserable when you arrive at your destination. Money amplifies who you already are. It doesn't transform you into a new person. Build the habits of a happy, fulfilled person today. Ultimately, your financial plan should be a tool to help you live your best life, not a rigid set of rules that makes you miserable. Be smart with your money, be aggressive with your savings, and be honest about your priorities. Money can buy an incredible amount of freedom and security, but it cannot buy back your health or your time. Choose a plan that allows you to enjoy the life you are building, both today and tomorrow. Aim for the life you want. Save smart. Protect your health. Choose a plan that lets you enjoy the life you are building.